The Fever had just secured the playoff win fans had been waiting nearly a decade to see. Lexi Hull delivered the steal of her career. Kelsey Mitchell poured in clutch buckets. Aaliyah Boston battled like a warrior in the paint. It was supposed to be a night remembered for grit, resilience, and triumph. But instead, the headlines got hijacked by something else entirely. A confrontation between Sophie Cunningham and a league-hired security guard. Picture this. Sophie wasn't in uniform. She wasn't even close to game ready, wearing a bulky leg brace that made it obvious she wasn't about to run or cause chaos. She was standing calmly near midcourt, watching out for her teammate Odyssey Sims, who had just gone down hard. And then, out of nowhere, a security guard stormed up, barking orders at Sophie as if she were about to start a brawl. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. In this video, we're breaking down the incident, Sophie's response, and why fans believe she was singled out on purpose. But first, we want to hear from you. Was this just an overzealous rent-a-cop flexing his authority, or was Sophie Cunningham deliberately targeted because she doesn't fit the WNBA's preferred narrative? Let us know down in the comments. Now, here's what happened. As Odyssey clutched her shoulder on the hardwood, Sophie stood her ground at half court. She wasn't yelling. She wasn't rushing onto the floor. She was doing what any teammate would do, watching closely, ready to step in if needed. But this guard wasn't having it. He leaned in, gesturing, demanding Sophie move, escalating the situation unnecessarily. Sophie didn't flinch. She didn't back away. She just fixed him with that unmistakable Cunningham glare. The look that says, "Really? This is what you're doing right now?" And that's when the cameras caught it. Within minutes, the clip spread across social media. Fans saw exactly what went down. An injured Sophie Cunningham, unable to sprint if she wanted to, being harassed by a league official who looked determined to make her a villain. The reaction was swift and furious. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Everywhere the clip surfaced, fans blasted the WNBA. Hashtags like Eierster Free Sophie and Dear WNBA Exposed shot up the trending list. Some accused the league of flat-out harassment. Others pointed to the obvious double standard. If Angel Reese or Paige Buchers had been in Sophie's spot, fans argued, the narrative would have been about their leadership, their passion, their loyalty to teammates. But because it was Sophie, suddenly she's the problem. Think about the optics. A player in a leg brace clapping for her injured teammate, treated like a threat by a security guard. Sophie didn't shove, didn't yell, didn't move an inch. And yet in that moment, she was treated as though she were public enemy number one. Fans weren't fooled. They saw what was really happening, and here's where it gets bigger than just one confrontation. Because Sophie Cunningham has lived this reality for years. She's been painted as the league's villain, cast as the troublemaker, portrayed as the problem. Not because she's actually disruptive, but because she doesn't fit the carefully curated WNBA image. She's outspoken. She's defiant. She refuses to play nice or tone it down for media comfort. And for that, she gets targeted. This isn't speculation, it's a pattern. We've seen refs let flagrant fouls on Caitlin Clark slide. We've seen players like Dejounte Carrington defended by the league when security misstepped. We've seen Angel Reese's antics spun into swagger while Sophie gets branded toxic. Fans aren't stupid. They see the favoritism. They see the hypocrisy. And they're calling it out louder than ever. The backlash was brutal. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert's name trended as fans tore into her leadership, some demanding her resignation. They accused her of turning the league into a circus act where drama overshadows basketball. And once again, the story wasn't about the Fever's historic win. It was about another league-manufactured controversy. And yet, through it all, Sophie handled herself with more poise than anyone. She didn't explode. She didn't hand the league ammo. She stood firm, held her ground, and let her expression tell the story. Later, she brushed it off with humor, joking about how anxious she was watching her teammates fight for their playoff lives, admitting she sweated so much she felt like she played. That's classic Sophie, turning fire into fuel, refusing to let the league define her. But here's the irony. Every time the WNBA tries to push Sophie Cunningham to the margins, she grows stronger. Her fan base gets louder. Her clips go more viral. Her defiance turns into influence. She is, in many ways, exactly the kind of star the league claims it wants. Marketable, popular, unfiltered, and real. And yet, they treat her like a problem to be managed instead of a player to be celebrated. The Fever's playoff win should have been about basketball. It should have been about Lexi Hull's heroics, Aaliyah Boston's dominance, and Kelsey Mitchell's leadership. But once again, the WNBA's mismanagement turned a triumph into an embarrassment, and fans are tired of it. So we'll end it with this question. Do you think Sophie Cunningham was singled out because she refuses to fit the WNBA's mold? Or was this just another case of bad judgment from a rent-a-cop in over his head? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss when we drop the truth. And if you want more fever coverage, click the video on your screen right now. We'll see you there.